Hello, everyone. Welcome to This Day. It is Tuesday, February 8th, and we do have one meeting to tell you about. That will follow our morning broadcast of This Day around 9:30, and that is going to be the United Board meeting. Now, it will be virtual as well as televised right here on Village Television. If you want to follow along virtually, you go to lagunawoodsvillage.com/meetings. Now, on our show today, we have Siobhan Foster, who is here, of course, on behalf of Village Management Services, and she is our CEO, and she's going to share a lot of great information with us that talks a lot about some of our positions that have changed around and some good information about what's coming up later on this month. Then, if we have time, we are going to sit down with Francine Brokaw, who is interviewing someone from the Murdoch Mysteries. So, of course, that's only if time permitting. All right, let's go ahead and take a look at our weather. We are warming up significantly this week compared to what we've been dealing with the last couple of weeks, and we still don't have any forecast for rain. So today we are looking at the mildest of temperatures this week, 73-50. Tomorrow, 80-54, 78-58, and then as we head into the weekend, 77-55, 77-54. Our sunrise this morning was at 6:42, and our sunset will be at 5:29. And thank you, Marcus, for sending in this lovely photo. You've been spending a lot of time at the beach getting lots of great sunsets. Looks like you have some friends out there this time. All right, if you have a photo you would like to share with our community, please email it to lagunawoodsvillagetv@gmail.com. All right, when we come back, we will sit down with Siobhan Foster, so stick around.
Looking for a change of scenery? You don't have to play golf to enjoy all that 19 Restaurant and Lounge has to offer. From our delicious breakfast menu to our delectable lunch and dinner specials. At 19 Restaurant and Lounge, there is something for everyone. Relax with your friends and family and take in the beautiful view from our spacious patio. Or enjoy a cocktail and appetizer in our lounge. 19 Restaurant and Lounge is a great place to socialize, enjoy a meal, or simply take in the view. Join us 7 days a week and experience Laguna Woods' exclusive dining experience.
Primary care is our first interaction with the healthcare system, but most people don't visit their physicians due to long lines, waiting periods, and moving from lab to lab. At Cure Medical, we bring healthcare straight to your doorstep. Our modern, upscale mobile clinics provide services such as prevention and wellness plans, annual exams, lab work, blood tests, and more. Give us a call today to learn more and schedule your next appointment. Cure Medical, close to home, far from ordinary.
What sets MaidPro apart from other cleaning companies? Well, for starters, we're pros. So we're pro scrubbing, dusting, shining. We're pro kid and pet friendly. We're pro doing things your way, like not touching your messy desk. We're pro neat freak. We're pro affordable and pro Monday afternoons because that time was just right for you. In short, MaidPro is pro you. MaidPro, because your standards aren't standard.
Welcome back. As I mentioned, we have Siobhan Foster here with us. Well, hello and welcome again.
Good morning.
Good morning, and I'm so excited we get to see you every week. And of course, this weekend, I know you like the Rams, so
I do.
We're rooting for the Rams, right?
Absolutely.
Go Cooper Cup. All right, so you've got a bunch of stuff that you'd like to go over with us, and I think this is great because sometimes, you know, we need to kind of reiterate information. Not always does everybody watch our show all the time, so I like the fact that you're doing this. So I'm just going to let you just go jump right in.
Oh, great. Thank you. This morning I wanted to share an overview of my approach to leading VMS. We talked about it a little bit before, but I wanted to go over it again this morning.
Okay.
Our guiding principle is a commitment to excellence and a dedication to service. We are going to go back to the basics and make sure we take care of our residents and our community. Mm-hmm. VMS is going to strive for a positive, service and results-oriented approach, enhancing customer service and the quality of life for all who live in the village.
Okay.
To achieve this, I implemented an organizational structure that reinforces our intent to take customer care and service delivery to higher levels.
Okay.
And that's what I wanted to share this morning.
Okay, and I know that you had pointed out early on the different roles that these folks have, and I know you have some stories. Sort of like, I know we're talking about Carlos Rojas, and I think that's a great story, so I'd love to hear it.
Great. I'll get that at the end. But
Okay.
Carlos is going to serve as our Director of Operations. He's going to work closely with our field departments, general services, landscaping services, maintenance and construction, and security services. And again, he's going to focus on responsiveness, enhancing the customer experience, and service delivery in these key areas that impact our residents on a daily basis.
Okay.
Carlos brings a wealth of strategic and operational experience to the role, having served as a police chief and security director for Bay Area Rapid Transit.
Right. You know, question for you: how does this position differ from what you did? Is it a little bit different or similar in some ways?
It's a different focus. It's going to be a more focused focus, if you will, a smaller span of control, so he can really get in and understand these departments, provide guidance to these departments, and really be a part of the four field departments that operate in our community.
Okay, so you had more of an overview.
That's correct.
Okay, I see. All right, excellent.
And I did want to mention, Carlos kind of brings some history to this role. His father served as a maintenance painter in the community for years.
Wow.
So he's really invested in the community, so I'm very excited to have him in this role.
Oh, this is great. Yeah, I mean, this is definitely an expansion of services for him because, you know, obviously he was here for security, but probably a really good place to start is to know all of the security so he can bring that to the table as well. So,
absolutely.
Awesome. All right, good. And then we have Catherine.
Yes, Catherine is serving as our services manager. She's going to guide key CEO office services such as corporate secretaries, records management, and community services. She's also going to assist the Department of Recreation and Special Events in enhancing its services and financial sectors. Just bringing a little bit of expertise to that area.
Oh, that's good. I mean, they have their hands full over there. Recreation is very busy. I mean, they have lots of things that they plan out a year in advance, and I know that they've been trying to get people to work with them, which I think is changing as we speak.
Correct.
So what will she help in that department? Will she?
She's going to focus primarily on the customer service aspect, just making sure we're meeting residents' needs.
Okay, excellent. All right, perfect. And then you've got some changes in the financial service department.
I do. Steve Hormuth will be our Director of Financial Services, and he will be assisted by Jose Campos, who's taking on an Assistant Director role, focusing on financial planning and processes. These two bring an interesting dynamic to the department. They're very positive, very proactive, and I look forward to them leading our community's financial health as we go into the future.
Great. Well, you've just mentioned a lot of people that I think I'm going to need to have on the show. You know, we can interview them and talk about some, I mean, I'll give them some time to get used to their position, but certainly exciting stuff. And now you've got this amazing hierarchy here.
Yes, and this is simply our organizational chart that probably no one can see very closely on the screen.
That's all right. We'll take a look at it anyway.
So,
it looks like a lot of people.
Well, this is our organization, very complex, and again, our goal is to be dedicated to excellence and committed to services. So with Carlos and Catherine's assistance, we're very excited to move this forward.
Now, if somebody wanted to see this in detail, will this be on the Laguna Woods website?
Yes, it already is.
Oh, it is?
Yes.
Okay, great, good, because I think that's something really interesting to know, because oftentimes, you know, I just had Jim Hopkins on the other day, and he talks about just the village as a whole. You know, it's like a city. You got to run it like a city. And I think for people to be able to see how much it really takes to run this place, it's really a nice thing. So thanks for putting that up there.
You're welcome.
They can definitely take a look at it. All right, excellent. And then, of course, if somebody wanted to get in touch with you, you have an email address.
Yes, you can reach us at generalmanager@vmsinc.org.
Excellent. That's good. Have you gotten emails yet?
Yes, thank you.
Good deal. Now, I know trash collection has been on everybody's mind. A little bit of a tough transition, but that's understandable because this is a whole new ballgame.
Yes, and so I wanted to provide an update on that.
Okay.
CR&R is sending a letter to all of our residents this week, and it addresses the transition challenges the company has faced, and particularly they've been exceptionally hard hit by COVID cases amongst their employees.
Oh boy.
So not only are they transitioning to a new route and a new community, they're now having to bring in replacement drivers, So there's just a huge learning curve, but they indicate in the coming weeks they will be back to full force and be able to provide the service levels that our residents expect.
What are some of the challenges that they were having? Was it just getting people on the street, or was it, because I know didn't Waste Management have to coordinate with them to take the old trash cans and stuff like that?
Yes, but this is even more fundamental than that. They just haven't had employees who can come to work to serve the community. So,
Wow.
not different than any other sector, but so they're working through that. But they wanted to update our residents on what has happened.
What a shame. Okay, good. Thanks for that.
And then they just wanted us to remind our residents that there will be a free bulky item pickup on February 19th.
Okay.
It's a Saturday. And please notify resident services prior to setting out your bulky items.
Okay.
Those items should be placed near their trash enclosure or where they normally set out their trash bins.
Okay.
And then the items need to be out by 7 a.m. on collection day. So again, if you have any bulky item needs, please take advantage of this day.
Right, and there is a listing of bulky items that are accepted and not accepted, correct?
That's correct. That's on our website as well.
Perfect. Okay, great.
And then here is simply the contact information for CR&R. All questions should be directed to CR&R, and the email address and telephone number are on the screen, as is the City of Laguna Woods' information.
Right, because this is all run by the city. It's not run by us at all.
That is correct.
Okay, so I mean, frankly, if they called resident services, we would just direct them to these numbers anyway.
Absolutely.
Okay. All right, excellent, excellent. Well, gosh, you really did go fast. I thought we were going to spend a little more time together, but I appreciate all this information. Great information, and we will see you next week.
Great. Thank you, Lisa.
You're welcome. And if you want to see all of the information that we have just shared with you, of course, you can always go to lagunawoodsvillage.com. We'll be right back.
This March, the Hogue Classic returns to Newport Beach Country Club. Don't miss the action as Ernie Els, Jim Furyk, Fred Couples, David Duval, and many more tee it up at Orange County's only PGA Tour event. From tee to green, capture every moment, on course and up close. See you at the beach.
It's my pleasure now to speak with Yannick Bisson of the popular Murdoch Mysteries. Yannick Bisson, I cannot believe it has been a year since we spoke. So now we're on season 15 of the popular Murdoch Mysteries. When you first found out that you were coming to 15, what did you feel? Do you know the stories that are going to be playing out over the next, hopefully, few years?
I was a little shocked. 24 1 hours is a lot nowadays, especially it was for us, but especially, in the current landscape, shows are doing fewer and fewer episodes. I mean, the UK, that's always been 6 or 8 or 10 or something per season, with some exceptions. And so 24 was a little bit of a shock. At first, I was really excited. It showed, a lot of commitment to on our audience's part toward our show, but the programmers, the networks, and so on, and the advertisers as well, that we were doing the right thing, and that's a nice feeling. It's a great feeling, especially this far down the line. So it was a real treat. But then reality sets in, and actually pulling off 24 episodes, it just started to settle in on me a bit. But we're right in the home stretch now. We're on the last 2 episode block, 23 and 24, and it hasn't been too bad.
Well, I'm glad you're doing 24 episodes, because how many did you do last time? Can't remember.
So last year was a COVID year, so I think we were down to 11.
I know, and we all felt gypped. We wanted more Murdoch. We really did, and it really was a short season, and I'm glad that you're back for a large one. let me ask you, when you started this 15 seasons ago, did you have any clue how popular this would be?
No, I had no idea. In fact, we were probably, if I looked on the landscape at that time, we were one of, if not the only period show on the go in 2007. There was nothing. I think Boardwalk Empire was around that time, but there wasn't much else. So I didn't have high hopes. I liked the idea, I liked the concept, especially when it drew near and we started getting more specific about the style of the show and you know what the overall vibe and the music was going to be, and the focus, the soundscape, all of that. I started to get excited because, again, no one was doing that. But you know, that can go both ways. We could end up, you know, living a very short life, or who knows, you know, get 3 or 4 years. Wouldn't that be great?
Well, you know, you are, Murdoch Mysteries is the #1 watch drama in Canada, and you are uber popular here in the States. So how do you reconcile the popularity of this? What is it about this show that really involves the viewers?
I think it's a volume of things, because everyone I speak to seems to like something different about the show. You know, we've got a whole sort of smorgasbord of stuff in there. It's a formatted show. We solve a mystery in 42 minutes, but we managed to sprinkle in all kinds of great stuff. Some historical figures, some historical facts, some, you know, forensic sort of clue trail and investigation. And we also have a bit of comedy. We don't take ourselves too seriously, and that sort of opens the berth up a little to be able to do lots of different things and let the writers run wild, as well as the performers. You know, there are some episodes where I, you know, let things loose a little bit more than others, and you know, life is like that, and I think people appreciate that. There have been a few episodes that went a little bit outside the lexicon somewhat, and you know, some people balked at them, but at the same time, it's like, 15 years, have you been doing the exact same thing for 15 years? Do you like to take a break every once in a while? And I think people, especially creative people in film, we like to take a format and turn it on its ear once in a while and have a good time. So I don't think we can be faulted for that.
No. Well, yeah, you 15 years of being William Murdoch. I mean, you obviously have other projects going on during this time. We'll talk about that in a little bit. But when you're home, when you're not on set and you're just home with your family, do you ever feel like Murdoch would have said this, or Murdoch would do this, or do it this way? I mean, he's a part of you. You're a part of him. Where does Yannick Bisson and William Murdoch begin?
Well, there are a lot of things that are interchangeable. I try not to be probably as serious as he is. I try to loosen up a little bit, but then my family might say otherwise.
He's so fun. I mean, I'd love to have him come over for dinner. I love that.
Okay. All right. Well, that's good. That's good. You don't want to be too stodgy. But, you know, it has been said around the house a few times, you know, when I figure something out or get to the bottom of an issue or something, well, another mystery solved, Dad. So, you know, the lines get blurred, but I think, you know, it's just like a football game. You're only really on for 12 minutes out of 2 hours. So it's, you know, not the hugest amount of playtime, you know, as opposed to prep time, lighting and wardrobe and makeup. And so we perform, and really it's only minutes a day. You're really, at the end of the day, you are you.
Right. Well, you spoke of your family a minute ago. Your family, your wife and your daughters have come onto the show at periods during the whole run of it. Do they come on? Does anybody from your family come on this season and make it a family affair again?
Yeah, my youngest daughter, Michaela, who's an accomplished actor in her own right, is doing a guest spot on on an episode with Nigel Bennett, actually, our guest of that episode, who plays Giles. Is a fantastic actor. I'm always thrilled to have him, and she's on the episode as well. And that was one of the ones that I directed. So one of the first couple of episodes that were shot at the beginning of the season. So it was great to have her
What
out.
episode number, so we can keep our eyes open for her?
That would be either episode 3 or episode 4. And the title, some of the titles get changed before they go to air. So what we run with in terms of the script and what gets aired or gets put on IMDb is sometimes different. So that one might have been changed.
Okay. Well, you are directing 2 episodes this season. You've directed in the past, I know that. But let me ask you, the cast is a family because you've been together for so long. When you step into the role of director now, do you find that they treat you just a little differently because you are calling the shots there?
Well, we move pretty quickly on this show. So sometimes there's not a whole lot of time for formalities and niceties. Although in normal times, we have read-throughs and introductions, and we have little sidebar meetings and talk about different things, or a director will express some of his goals in the upcoming episode that he's doing and things like that. And that's all quite necessary, I think. But in the current climate over the past while, we haven't been able to do a lot of that. We need to sort of keep people separate for protocol reasons and things like that. So we, meet up on the floor. But yeah, it's such an excellent cast. We've all been working together for a long time. I think really trust is what helps to dispense with any sort of questions for the most part. I try to be as clear as I can in what I'm after, and then everybody comes to play and they add to that. And it's most of the time it's a real treat, really. I mean, I feel really privileged to be able to direct at all, but to be able to direct with this team is really great. It's an honor and a treat.
It's a fabulous cast. I mean, it really is. Like, I can't imagine anybody else in any of those parts, those roles. But Lenny, you did mention earlier about the real life characters, real life people that come on to the show. Who can we expect to see this season?
Oh gosh, we have the inventor of basketball, Professor Naismith, is going to be. He's a Canadian character, as many people know, who invented basketball while he was in the U.S. So we're going to visit that story a little bit. We also have a celebrity guest on that episode who plays a locker room attendant, and let's just say he is the current NBA champ coach.
Oh, wow. Okay. So I appreciate you coming on and talking with me, and good luck. Murdoch Mysteries on Ovation, and we've got 24 episodes this year. So thank you so much, and I look forward to seeing you next time for season 16.
Absolutely. Thanks for talking with us again, and thanks for talking about our show.
Oh, we love it, and we love you. So we'll see you soon. Thanks.
Okay, thanks so much.
Bye.
Oh, life, how we admire you, are deeply fascinated by you. All your twists and turns and wild rides you take us on. The ups and the downs. Life, you live inside all of us, breathing, growing, beating. You are the reason we'll always provide world-class healthcare. Providence, we see the life in you.
Tell you about a general meeting that we're going to be having for you. It is going to be live right here on Village Television this Friday at 9:30 in the morning, and it is a special corporate members meeting. And it is virtual, but as I said, you can follow along right here on Village Television. And then we'll also replay it on Tuesday, February 22nd, and Thursday, February 24th. Also, just a couple of other things we want to tell you about. Zumba, of course, is happening every week, and it's right today, Tuesday, from 10 to 11. And if you want to participate, you can email tracymurray41@gmail.com, or you can call 516-639-4987. All right, then don't forget that next Monday is Valentine's Day. So if you would like to have some fun, Valentine's Day dinner dance is going to be at Clubhouse 5, and it's $44 per person. The doors open at 5 p.m. Dinner and a GRF no-host bar starts at 5:30, and entertainment is by Close Harmony and catered by Martinez. So if you would like to do this, you can get tickets. They're already on sale, and of course you can get in touch with Recreation at vmsinc.org, or call them at 949-597-4382. And then also Recreation is having movies. Now the next movie is also going to be on February 14th. Now they do this at the PAC, and they open at 1:45, so it's sort of a matinee. Movie begins at 2 p.m. and they're going to be showing the Guernsey Literary and Potato Peel Pie Society movie. So that should be fun on February 14th. And of course, then they have one once a month. Again, you can get in touch with Recreation at vmsinc.org. All right, let's go ahead and take a look at our weather. As I mentioned, we are warming up. As we get closer to the weekend, we are looking at a nice temperature today of 73, 50, and then tomorrow warm, 80, 54, 78, 58, and then into the weekend, 77, 55, and 77, 54. Have a great day in the Village, and don't forget, immediately following our morning broadcast of This Day is the United Board meeting. Have a great day. Bye-bye.
Primary care is our first interaction with the healthcare system, but most people don't visit their physicians due to long lines, waiting periods, and moving from lab to lab. At Cure Medical, we bring healthcare straight to your doorstep. Our modern, upscale mobile clinics provide services such as prevention and wellness plans, annual exams, lab work, blood tests, and more. Give us a call today to learn more and schedule your next appointment. Cure Medical, close to home, far from ordinary.
Looking for a change of scenery? You don't have to play golf to enjoy all that 19 Restaurant and Lounge has to offer. From a delicious breakfast menu to our delectable lunch and dinner specials. At 19 Restaurant and Lounge, there is something for everyone. Relax with your friends and family and take in the beautiful view from our spacious patio. Or enjoy a cocktail and appetizer in our lounge. 19 Restaurant and Lounge is a great place to socialize, enjoy a meal, or simply take in the view. Join us 7 days a week and experience Laguna Woods' exclusive dining experience.
I'm Andrew Saul, Commissioner of Social Security. Beware of telephone scammers pretending to be government employees. Real Social Security employees will never threaten you. Callers threatening you with arrest or other legal action and demanding money are not from us. If you receive a call like this, hang up, do not provide them with any form of payment or information. Report the call at oig.ssa.gov.